An anime-like character? Ma'am, that is one of the most famous magical girls in all of anime.
Yeah, this comment is boring, like anime.
Okay, beta male. No one asked.
You know, as a certified weeb myself, I can definitely verify who in fact is the most famous magical girl in all of anime. Speedwagon. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back in r/justneckbeardthings as a matter of fact. And if you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future, because god dang it, we need to have how to take a shower 101 as an anime panel. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. Like I've stated in the past, give me a good anime to watch, because personally the one I always like recommending is a good old one that's classic to me, Hero Man, because it's got Stan Lee cameos in it. I'm not even joking on that one. Rest in peace, Stan the man.
Never smells ain't really a good thing. Your brain kinda wants those smells. In countries that wear less deodorant, the divorce rate is lower. The idea is that your partner BO should be like bad but enjoyable, like your own BO. Apparently that's significant to compatibility, so basically become numb to your significant other's stench. Got it, okay. Edit. In regards to the idiotic first comment, this is based off of the very causative science, which is pheromones, especially MHC and the Red Queen hypothesis. The idea here is an expansion into the science, which the hypothesis has to do with the immune system compatibility, a chief reason for that kind of reproduction.
Yeah, my dingus, stop trying to justify you stinking. It ain't a pheromone thing, it's a BO thing. You stank as a rank. You're the exact same type of dude where you would definitely not shower, but then if you were told that you would get a big titty gotcha if you did in fact shower, you would make a freaking sprint for the shower. Speaking of which, just this for some reason reminded me of anime conventions. Hey, anybody going to an anime convention, if you go to the CVS, would you mind buying out the shampoo instead of the rubbers? Just because you don't shower, that don't mean it so you can be hopeful. I know for a fact I'm calling out a lot of people here. Only thing that sells as fast as the rubbers at the CVS near the anime conventions is the Pedialyte, but that one I honestly kind of contribute to. Okay, I don't know what music just started playing in my head, but it was in Latin, and I definitely was watching Dark Souls streams last night, so yeah, I guess that's a thing or two coming as soon as I saw this. I gotta admit, this actually looks kinda cool. Like, you know for a fact there's a level of creativity that I can respect in this. I don't know why, it's something about homemade costumes that are unique and that I very much love. Ditch the man cave and bring back the study, education, intelligence, thoughtfulness, logic, wisdom, kindness, and the ability to communicate are sexier than self-indulgent materialism every day. Yeah, you know for a fact the main demographic of this subreddit, those aren't gonna be regular books in the back. You know for a fact it's just gonna be a bunch of anime figures. Honestly, look, I got nothing against people that collect anime figures, but very much either one of these is perfectly fine. Whether or not you just want to have one couch or a bunch of couches and a computer is perfectly fine. That's just how you decide to do your basement. I'm not gonna knock you for that. Okay, look, now I'm just curious. If anybody happens to be watching my videos, if you guys happen to work at 7-Eleven, can you answer a question for me now that this just suddenly caused me to think about? Is this part of the official uniform?
Meet the elite couples breeding to save mankind. With global birth rates in freefall, Silicon Valley's pro-nationalists are aiming to halt the decline by having as many babies as possible. Alright, when did the Kingsmen become an aesthetic?
Only thing I remember from that movie is that there were cool action scenes, Samuel L. Jackson, and it made a meme out of Freebird. Milady Nissan, I have legitimately lost count of how many times this dealership has showed up in the subreddit, and I gotta be honest, if any of the sales representatives from that dealership happens to be watching my videos, if for some reason you are able to sell me a Nissan Z for under MSRP, call me. Attention all members, we would like to remind you that sending unsolicited lewd photos is not only inappropriate and disrespectful, but it also violates our community guidelines. We have a zero-tolerance policy for such behavior, and any user found to be engaging in it will be immediately banned from the platform. As an example, we recently had to ban this user for sending unsolicited bare photos. This behavior is unacceptable and will not be tolerated. We take the safety and comfort of our users very seriously. and we encourage everyone to report any inappropriate behavior they encounter on the platform. Thank you for helping us maintain a safe and respectable community for all users. A zero-tolerance policy is something I can very much get behind because it very much ruins it for everybody when one person thinks, oh yeah, no, I know that there's this policy here, but I think I'm going to be slick as shit. If you get banned from an anime convention, I feel like the anime convention should also call the other anime conventions that are in the area to get you banned from those as well, because if you're going to try it at one convention, I can guarantee you you'd be dumb enough to try it at the others. And honestly, the amount of time that I've been alive, I still don't understand anybody's reasoning behind sending in photos. Oh yes, I'm going to send them my Jolly Roger, that'll get them all boosted and an oyster. That does not work like that, good sir.
We really do think that way. A curvy woman with an hourglass figure that's short and small is going to be more attractive to a guy than a 6-foot-tall, bony woman. The curvy woman doesn't necessarily have to be pretty, although that helps. Likewise, a woman with no tattoos would be more attractive than one with tattoos.
Oh shit!
It is for the same reason. Subconsciously, the man interprets the short curvy woman with hips and the one with no tattoos as healthy and ready and able to bear children. People in general with a lot of tattoos look unhealthy and dirty. The small woman brings out our caveman protective instincts.
No, that's just the average of your brain capacity, sir. Ooga booga.
It's all due to thousands of years of evolution. This is how we are wired. OP is 100% spot on. At least one person is trying to negate what he is saying because of his post-history. I haven't looked and don't care. Evolution and DNA don't care about post-history. None of this means that a tall, bony woman or a woman with tattoos won't be attractive to some guy. They will. They just won't be attractive to most guys.
Yes, but now let's flip the script. Who's attracted to you, though? Don't listen to anyone who tries to pass off evolutionary psychology as a true science. If we are wired this way, how am I a lesbian?
Because you are wired to be a lesbian. Homosexuality is natural and exists also in animals. I guess I don't understand how your post negates mine. You'll need to elaborate. I can tell by the downvotes that the typical Reddit mob mentality is in full force. Everything is splashy, nothing is set in stone. And we can be and think whatever we want. Man, doesn't work that way in my honest opinion. I've been called a monster, called a demon, called a fake. I'm not an idol, not an angle, or a saint. I walk alone, I always have. I'm not ashamed. A living nightmare from the cradle to the grave. I can be your devil or your angle.
Yeah, you're really going to stick it to him now, ain't that right, pick 'em up, truck buck?
I can be your devil or your angle.
CMV, America should introduce a young, attractive, fertile woman immigration visa. What the fuck?
The idea is that you make it easy for women that are A, young, B, attractive, and C, fertile. To get an immigration visa, nothing is required of them. They can get married and have kids, or they can just get an education and get a job, do whatever you want. The idea is you create a ton of competition for local women, which makes life a lot easier for single guys. The dynamics of the marketplace would shift tremendously. It would create a sort of equality, where now, if an American woman wants to get a man, she has to do the approaching and the catcalling, all of the good stuff that only men have to do, for the most part anyway. I do see how this would turn the dating market into a dookie show for women, but I still think any woman who is actively trying to get a man would have no problem doing so. She just would be forced to choose between a career and a man, whereas nowadays they get to have their cake and eat it too. The issue this would fix would be declining birth rates. Not interested in discussing overpopulation. I think that it's a gigantic horse dookie myth. A male loneliness, which I think is a big problem for a capitalist economy. Ah yes, blaming the economy on why you're lonely. Males with no family tend to become lazy, apathetic Fs.
Oh yes, and then there's you.
Some benefits for women too. They would get catcalled much less sh, less s attention, period. Women always complain about that stuff. Men would be too busy trying to holla at all the new arrivals. Anyways, I am 100% certain I didn't think this through.
Wow. No shit.
This is mostly a fun post. I hope I didn't offend anyone. I think you just weirded out everybody, though.
It's going to always confuse me to absolutely no end as to why people think that kids are affordable. Plus also, don't try to make it so that people will want to date you, even though they already don't want to date you, and it's not like people from other countries are going to be eager as a beaver to date you. So many people I cover on this subreddit just kind of forget the thing that in order for somebody to actually want to have kids with you, they have to like you.
Tip, say it.
Matrainers. Okay, look, I know this is Mafia Blastoise, or so, it's very much the Neckbeard Blastoise, but still, I needed a giggle after the last breeding visa thing, because, what the frick was that? Plus, I've said it before, and I'll say it so many times, literally any animal wearing a hat is better to look at than any dum-dum you can find on this subreddit. Guaranteed.
But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.